We're so excited for our first episode to get this podcast up and running with the goal of bringing you information about menopause medicine and the services that we provide. We're going to start out this with our first episode, sharing with you more about the American Menopause Company and what makes it different and unique than other menopause services, primary care services where you might be getting hormone support. We're really excited to share with you today.
Yes, I'm Dr. Lisa Hannah Robinson. This is my partner, Dr. Brianna Guan. We've co-founded this to help patients. I want to dive right in. Dr. Guan, please tell us, uh, in today's world, there are all these services and it really seems that you contact someone and then what they really just want to do is sell you something so that they can make their commission, et cetera. And your approach is totally different. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So, when I'm working with my clients and making recommendations for supplements or diets, herbal medicines, I'm making those recommendations based off of interviews that I've done with my clients, based on their lab results that we've ordered and their bio individual uniquenesses, their symptoms and experiences for that phase in their life. A lot of times when you encounter recommendations online for some product, the person is selling the product. Um, and we're not in the business of selling products. We're in the business of helping you support your health and facilitate those opportunities for you to take the steps with a supplement that might be needed to help you with your hormones.
Mhm.
So it's personalized medicine for the individual, not just supplement codes or discounts to get you to buy, some brand. We're not brand loyal. We're loyal to our customers or our patients to help them with their experience.
This is awesome. And can you speak a little bit about, just briefly, about Dutch testing? Because that's really important in what we are doing as the start of our journey with the patient.
With the menopause plan, we include the Dutch test in our program so that we can thoroughly evaluate women's hormones. The Dutch test is a urine based hormone test where we get to see broadly hormones, hormone metabolism, like how is a woman metabolizing her estrogen levels? What is her cortisol curve throughout the day? And how is she entering menopause in terms of her adrenal health? All of those hormones impact her experience of menopause. And some of those pathways for estrogen metabolism or detoxification could make her experience with hormone replacement therapy different if she didn't address or support those things. And adrenal health is also really important, as the
Yes.
adrenals are the main source of estrogen after menopause. We can also see testosterone levels, and cortisol is also a really important hormone to be monitoring for the perimenopausal woman and the postmenopausal woman with regards to symptoms in menopause. So it really complements our program, and women learn so much about their bodies through utilizing it. It also looks at nutritional markers, melatonin levels. Melatonin's another hormone that declines in perimenopause, and so that can impact sleep. So it takes it beyond just looking at a single blood marker where we're really blowing up the hormones picture to see it in a much greater depth.
Hey. So, and since this is our first um, foray into telling the world about what we do, I do want you to speak a little bit about um, our excitement in creating this. And I think it again comes back to um, it being a patient centered experience so that everything was easy for the patient.
Mhm.
Can you speak a little bit about that as well?
Yeah, so we designed this program to help meet the needs and shed more light on menopause. Menopause has been experienced by women in so many negative ways. They often have women in menopause often have so many questions, and who do they have to go get the answers from? It's typically like it's part of aging, or you just have to get through it, or you get an antidepressant. So we designed this program so that patients get time with people who can answer their questions and shed light on their experiences, talk about the risk benefits of hormone replacement therapy or addressing other health concerns because we don't just look at hormones.
Mhm.
When a woman comes to us, she's had, probably 50 years of life before that. And so, how is her heart health? How is her metabolic health, her nutritional markers, her thyroid function, her sleep, her exercise? So, we're not just giving people hormones and a supplement and, hoping for the best, but we wanted to contribute to the whole health of this woman where she is now in her life so that the next 50 years she has longevity medicine.
Yes.
She's inspired to keep going at this next phase. We also designed the program to make it easy for the patient because, as practitioners and mothers, Dr. Robinson and I both are business owners and have children. We know what it's like to try to manage health and wellness. And we wanted the participation factor to be easy for the patient. And so we designed the program to not make it cumbersome or too much information you have to consume, but really highlight what can help you take those steps that are needed to support your health. Dr. Robinson, I would love for you to share about how you practice hormone replacement therapy services and hormone care for women because I think you have such a unique approach with your experience. I think it really is different than what a lot of people experience with, say, a mail in service where you answer some quiz online and they send you something back. Can you share more about how you're working through those options with women and what approach you take to finding the best option for each individual?
Sure. So I take all this information and some of it is of course the data side of looking at the labs, working through the Dutch test with you, looking at that part of things for the patient. And then understanding their medical history, including family history, social history, what where they are in their life, how they might be administering the hormones, etc. So take all of this information and then process through what form of hormones or what form of natural therapy without hormones would be the best for the patient. And so that is the part that I absolutely love because it's going to be different for every single patient. Every person needs something a little different. And so we have so many options. I have experience, of course, with pellet therapy, and we don't do that here, but that allows me to figure out in terms of dosing. Um, looking at their labs, et cetera, and then dosing the patient's hormones. So we have so many options. We have vaginal preparations, we have creams, we have troches, we have traditional pills. I can prescribe pharmaceutical agents, and there are all different combinations of those therapies to impact clinically how the patient feels or depending on what we're trying to do. And so the ultimate goal is to marry the science with the patient's uniqueness and come up with a plan that works best with them. And so it's been just so exciting to do that because what we get to do is impact lives every day, and women, they deserve that. We saw this need. As you said, women just don't know where to go. And so we provide this comprehensive, individualized package to help the patient.
Yeah, I always love to share about all of your experience with hormone therapies to our prospective patients when we have our 15-minute calls, which you can schedule, on our website. But to have a physician who is so well versed in hormones and has an extensive career as a primary care physician, and so really knows how to care for the individual, but then with the hormone expertise on top of that is so rare. And so I love to share how I think you're just an artist with being able to adjust, that therapy towards the person in front of you. And like you said, no person gets the same thing. So it's such a blessing to have your expertise to share with women. So I'm so thankful that we have this opportunity to work together in this
For
capacity.
sure. This is exciting, so exciting.
Well, this is our first episode, so you can find out more about the American Menopause Company by visiting our website, americanmenopausecompany.com. We have spaces available in the menopause program where you get to work with Dr. Robinson and I collaboratively to support your transition or this new season of life for you. And we would love to connect with you and learn more about
For
how we can
sure.
help you. Yeah.
Look
Thanks so
forward
much.
to it. Thank you.